Do I need to go over here?
No, no, just we're just waiting for that to pop up in the feed there. All right, let's go.
All right, folks, we are live at the Susan Deb's Big Dog Memorial Day Weekend Tournament. This is the start of the 525 and under. I'm Jason Fick. Greg Jensen is here. He'll be playing all day. I'll be with you most of the day.
Hello, this is Greg Jensen, and yeah, I'm about to have to start my match here in a few moments, but I wanted to jump in here and say hello, everyone, as well. Yeah, just leave it over there. Keep it safe. Jason's just showing where my wallet is, and yeah, looking forward to a good finish day on this Memorial Tournament here, Jason Fick, and I'm glad you're over here in the booth to hold the fort down while I play some matches and see how far I get in this thing.
I'm excited. I need to learn how to run this computer a little bit better. Just takes a little bit of effort.
Yes. Yeah, Jason Fick, you will have a digital pool there with you all day, and then you'll have two versions you need to be looking at. You know, if you didn't know that, you've got the 525 to look at and the 10 ball open as we transpire through the day. Previous last year, we had a couple. We had some 525s and some 10 ball opens at the same time, kind of going back and forth.
Okay.
And so,
Are those up here on the top?
the digital pool is there's one already open there for Big Dog. You can go down to here. This is for the 525.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is okay.
And then yeah, we can open another window here for you with digital pool,
Okay.
and then you can search here for the other one, and you can open up the. Here's the open. So now you've got two tabs you can go between,
Yep.
and
I
you'll have
just want the
both.
bracket for that.
Yeah. Let me get down here to the bracket, and there's your bracket for that.
Okay.
And then you're gonna be ready to go here. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know this first
Yeah.
match coming. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. So we're on the open. If I want to switch to that,
Switch to the other icon here on top of the screen. Go right there,
to that.
and then that's going to get you to the
okay.
525.
Now I want to go back to the other one.
Go back over to the other
This
icon.
one.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just back between those two, and you'll have
Right.
everything you need.
I see it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So yeah, first matches on the board here. They're warming up at the moment here. Both
Dylan
these.
Bolduc, 473, and Evelyn Hazlett, 499. Those are their Fargo rates. Dylan, we watched him play here on the stream table a few times yesterday. He hits a pretty good ball. He's from the Oak Harbor area in northern Washington here. Really nice guy. I'm envious of his pool glasses.
Fantastic, Jason. Yeah, we've got some honorees. You know, we can get right out the gate here. Jason, will you get the 2025 honorees up on the screen here? Click.
Where am I? Where's my... Oh, there it is. Right here.
Up one more. Right there. Click on that. And there we go.
These are our 2025 Memorial Day honorees.
Dave Jones, he was a cue maker, wasn't he?
Was.
Didn't you have one of his cues?
Val has a pair of his, and I have one also.
And about these other players, do you know
Jeremy
anything?
Harvey. I do know Jeremy Harvey. I do not know Mike McDermott, but of course, McDermott cues. Roger Goodman, very personal friend. I miss that man very much. Never had the pleasure of meeting Roy Robinson. Ruben Lopez. Do not know much about Ruben. Toshi Moriguchi. We all know Toshi. He's been around for a lot of years playing pool. And I am not familiar with Vince Frame.
We're back to Dave Jones. Yeah, these are the ones that we're honoring today, but in the past, we have honored these players here.
Paul Allers. I also own a few of his cues. Scott Perry, good friend from up in Bellingham. Very much missed. Steve Holloway. I've played a lot with Steve Holloway over the years. Tom Chickitty. That's Debbie's husband who's passed. Gene Dell. Played a lot of pool with Gene Dell at the Old Grove. Harold Prine. Great cue maker from Spokane, Washington. Jim Masterman. Very good pool player. Jim Davenport, North End pool player. Kathy Stanley. Oh, wow. I didn't know about Kathy till I just saw that picture.
Oh, really? Okay. We're back to Paul Hours here. So these are the people over the last 3 years we've been honoring and will continue to honor as this event continues and grows. Well, I'm going to step away from here and go get ready for my match, Jason Fick. I'm going
All
to
right.
leave you
Good luck, Greg.
to take
Play
care
well.
of the stream. And I'll see you guys later.
All right, folks. If I get a little bit emotional, I know a lot of these players who have passed, and they've all been good friends and very much missed. So I will try to stop my crybaby tears here, and we'll get back to some streaming and commentating shortly. All right. Okay, folks. I think we're going to get these matches started here pretty soon. I think Dylan is still warming up. Oh, man. We had a good tournament yesterday. Actually, should be kind of happy. Won one, lost one, won one, lost one. That's not too bad in the field I was playing in yesterday. When the average Fargo rate was much higher than my 588, 590 is what they have me for the tournament. Played some tough players. All right, we're going to start off here. They're going to lag to see who gets to break first. This will be an alternate break format. Oh, technically that would not be a legal lag. You are supposed to basically lag together, so you have to get your cue ball hit before your opponent's ball hits the rail. So, and I don't know. We all have a little bit of a rhythm when we go up and lag. Myself, I stroke 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, lag, and some people just go up and pop the ball. But just for FYI, a legal lag is supposed to be basically lag together. So, and by definition, you have to send your ball before your opponent's ball gets to the far rail for it to be a legal lag. All right. All the pool players around here are starting to get rocking and rolling. Evelyn Hazlett has won the lag. She's getting ready to break. They're playing a race to 3 8-ball on the A side, and on the B side it will be a race to 4 9-ball. All right. Evie's getting ready to crack this one up. Okay, she's going to make the 6-ball. She has open shots at a couple of balls here. I think she's going to go move the rack. There we go. Always good to remove the rack after the break as soon as you can. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Let's see what Evie decides to do here. If she has enough room, that 11 ball should be the shot. And it goes in like butter. Now, Evie's trouble balls here are the 15 and the 14 tied up right there. The 8 ball is also a trouble ball for both players. Myself, I'm still preferring stripes here. Now, Evie was trying to leave herself for a breakout shot with the 9 to come in and try to open her balls up. Now let's see what Dylan does. Having solids here could be a tough one, but he could make something happen. From here, I see either the 7 down or the 7 in the side. Myself, I prefer the 7 in the side for a little bit better shape. He comes in there okay. The 1-4 is a decent combo. Um, he possibly could try to break it out with the 2, but I think if you have room here, you might play the combo and at least push the 4 to the pocket. Um, Evie still has a bit of an advantage with the way that the balls lay out. Dylan needs to rearrange the furniture, shall we say. But this could also be a good chance to get in between the 5 and 1 with the 2 ball. I see a little bit of an off angle here. And you could throw a little pitch draw in there. And it's exactly what he tried to do. Yeah. Not. Okay, that's decent. Now, what is he going to do? Oh. He's not going to like this. He's going to be able to see a little skin of the 3, but that is about it. Yeah, I disagree with the follow and punch on that ball. Well, that didn't turn out bad at all, though. Evie has options. He's got a whole bunch of balls here with options. Dylan shouldn't be so upset with himself here. He actually left the balls in a decent kind of look if he's in the right position. But I still prefer being stripes right now. I mean, from a personal standpoint. Ooh, well, you got a little bit deep here, but now that 3 ball sitting right there, that 14 is a viable shot in the side pocket. Yep, she's looking at it right now. And if played correctly, you can get leave here on the 15 for a little pop out on the 8 and still have shape on your 10. Or your 12. Okay, decent shot. Ah. I think this is not a bad time for the breakout. Evie may wait a little bit, because you could always play a bank with that 8 ball later, trying to keep my opponent tied up till the very last. Okay. There might even be enough room for that 15 to go off of the 3 and get a little kiss breakout. That depends on what she sees and what her vision is at the table right now. She's taking her time, left herself a little bit straight on the 9 ball. Okay, that is not a bad angle here. But I don't think this is a good breakout shot here. I'm not sure the 15 can get enough for the left side of the 3 to be able to pocket in the side from this shot. I think she might play the 12. Oh, she's playing safe. Okay. Pretty sure I heard her call safe. Well, she left herself open for a little bit better safety here. I mean, I see what she did. That's nice. Good response from Dylan. That was a good safe shot. Leaves her a kick across. You got two that you'd kick at here. I think I would kick at the 12 before I kick at the ball in the sun. And even as far as that goes, might even entertain the idea of purposely fouling on the 5, tapping the 5 and pushing the 8 out just a little bit to where it's makeable. But the 5 ball isn't, if you get my drift. But you don't want to give them ball in hand either. But given the situation with the 15 sitting there, she might. I think she's playing the 15 now. She's looking at it again. I think she's trying to kick the 12. The angle is looking at me. Yeah. That was decent. Now, if I'm Dylan, I actually think I take the 3. I don't know. This is difficult to play it super thin. Well, that was not terrible at all. That come out looking fairly decent. I like what he did there. At this point in the game, I don't think anyone wants to make balls quite yet. I know Dylan would like to be in the right position to be able to make a shot and break. What is she doing here? Oh, I see it. And right here, this is that was a pretty decent shot. I didn't even entertain that idea. I don't know. If you play this shot, Dylan, I think you should. I think you need to take the 3 off the 15 and push it back out of play. Yep. Now you know what you should do. All right. That was pretty decent. But she has a way to get around the 8 here. I'm not sure if she can play it. I mean, looking at it, let's go over here and I might check out a different little. Let's unhab side cam. Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to check out a different camera angle and I am not finding it. Okay, whatever. We'll leave that alone. Oh, nice shot there. Should be a good solid out for Dylan. All right. Dylan pockets an 8 ball. He's going to get the first game. All right. 1-0 Dylan, and it's his break. He has the opportunity to break and run to be on the hill first. Sorry, folks, I bumped something and I don't know exactly what I did. I have no idea how to fix this, folks. Oh. Alright, I need to stop messing around. There, everything's gone. Go away. No, just leave it alone. Me and computers don't get along. I will just say that. Dylan taking a look at the table after his break. And let's look around some of the other tables over here. Try to check out score sheets. Ed looks like table 8. Ed Caulfield beat Deborah Gross 3-0. All right. Sorry, I took a look, leaned out away from the computer. I did not see what transpired there, but all right. Very good right there. She asked her opponent to come lift the ball up. You always want to ask your opponent to help you move the rack. And if it's your turn at the table, have them come lift the ball. You move the rack out of the way. That way no foul can occur. Because technically moving an object ball would be a foul. But with the template rack needing to get it out of the way, this is the right procedure and process to remove the rack without any arguments. Evelyn taking a good walk around the table. It's like she's pushed through the 6 here. Wow. My angle is skewed. That ball went right in. All right. Evelyn has a decent layout here. The 3 ball needs a home. It's blocked by the 9 and the 14. It does have a side pocket. The top side pocket that you see. This could lead right to the deuce or the 1 to the 4. Ooh. Yep. Misses that. That leaves Dylan a shot here at the 10. Which isn't too bad. Maybe if you get that broken out, and the 11 kind of splits to the rail here, and the 12 punches up, might have a shot at the 15. Ooh, a little too much English. Okay. Well, I have a feeling that 12 might slide through there. It might, but it's kind of scary. because of that. And he knows it. Now Evelyn gets ball in hand. I myself, I am going right to the 3-ball. I'm getting that 3-ball out of the way. And then playing shape on my deuce. She likes the 5. I like this route. This route isn't too bad. She's left-handed. She's more comfortable with that route. Yeah. All right. Playing the 4 on the bottom right. Okay. I think you come around the 13, 15. It looks like she might be hitting a little high inside. Yep, she hit it with the inside English, coming down. She's going to leave herself with a shot on the 1. That one might slide past the... Is that the 12 up top there? She can see the 3. No shot on the 2. I don't think the 3-ball banks. I think the 2-ball's cutting that off. 3 could play off for the deuce in the corner. Everyone sees the 1 as the viable shot. Now, most of my talk as we go on here is trying not to hit any balls. Now, she left the perfect shot here to be able to draw off for the 2 and bump the 3, or you can follow through and hopefully get shape. She's going to follow through, and she's going to come up too high. But this isn't a bad side pocket cut. Cut the 3 to the side. Use the 14. Make sure you're on the right side of the 14 on the head, and it's going to push you up to the rail. Compensate that English a little bit, and your speed, 8-ball can come right here on the bottom side. She's looking at it. That was really, really funny, honey. All right, folks. Woo-woo. She's still taking a good look at this shot. It does not look like a cut lineup. Is she banking it? Oh, she was. Okay. Well, I think if I'm Dylan here, it's maybe the 14 on the side, but making sure the cue ball stops behind the 8 and making sure that the 14 doesn't go in and sits by the side. Okay, that's evil of me, but I mean, the other ball you have is the long 12-ball cut. I mean, possibilities are there. And there's a couple different things you can do here being stripes. Dylan's taking his time, trying to formulate a good plan. And he plays safe. Oh, and he puts the 14 in front of the hole. That was good. That was a really good shot. Way to go, Dylan. Take a little bit. We got some supposed to doing live scores here. Brandy Todd Hunter is up 1-0 on Scott Cassell. Jeff Nguyen and Cheris Lambert tied 1-1. Scott Smith, Aaron Moss are still 0-0. Larry Frampton and Ray Lopez. Ray is up 1-0. Rod Shipman, Rodney Barney are tied 1-1. And Dylan Bolduc is up 1-0 on Evelyn Hazlett. Now, others. Oh, our other commentator, Greg Jensen, is tied 1-1 with Paul Alexander over on table 12. 0-0 with Rich Roddle and Brian Chia. Ron Fujimoto, Galvin Ablau, 0-0. Robert Lee Foster and Ray Pistoresi, 0-0. Andy Meadows and Luke Nornberg. Andy is up 1-0. Sophia Tran is in the house. Oh, I need a hug. She is playing Patty Kahn. They are at 0-0. On table 8, Kat Guest and Ari Maya. Live score 0-0. And Joseph Romeo and Kenan Mullins are 0-0. Yeah, I think that's our... Oh, here we go. Table 13, Melissa Doherty and John Carnes. Melissa is up 1-0. All right. And that is all the live scores I have right up to date. Sorry, I just wanted to get those out there so people could hear some of the news and scores of the other matches going on. Oh. Looks like Mr. John Bolden is having a walkover. Mr. John, how are you? Oh, there is. There's even another microphone. Would you like to sit down and bullshit? Whoa. What happened? Well, something's been going on with that monitor, and I don't know what's going on. I guess I don't need that monitor. I have everything up right here. Greg's over there. Oh yeah, no, I lost. Shit. I don't know. If you want a mic, you can talk. I'm not sure what's going on with the computer right now. Well, this screen was over there.
Usually it's over there.
And then this, I have the computer stuff with the brackets and stuff. This is supposed to be on that screen. This is up here like that. And that's supposed to be over there. Yeah. What did I do? That's what I want. Okay. I don't know what I did. Awesome. Thank you, John Boldman. Whoop, whoop. All right. I twisted the screen somehow, and they Patrick Nix came and straightened everything out so it looked right. Other than that, this is the only thing I have to move is that camera up there. I believe it is camera 2. That's a little better. At least that's straight with the name tags. I guess the only other thing I can do is slide it down, but I'm going to leave it right there. When Greg comes back, he can play with it. I'm just here to talk, I guess, and add scores. Looks like Dylan comes out pretty good there. This should end up with him on the hill here. But that 8 ball's a little off angle. It could be tricky. Sometimes your brain tells you it's tricky. All right, drills it right in the hole. And the stream seems like it's laggy. It's doing some skipping. And that is kind of. Let's go +1 for Dylan here. All right, Dylan's up 2-0 on the hill. Kind of a cool format. Race to 3 on the A side, 8 ball, and race to 4 9 ball on the B side. Oh. Ba-ba-dum-bum. All right, I'm back, folks. I was having a little private conversation with John Boldman. He played in the tournament yesterday. How did your tournament come out yesterday, John? Struggled? Yeah. Mine was like this: on, off, on, off. Well, it was nice putting pretty much a whole match together, playing fairly control. But then the next match was absolute opposite. Every chance I had was, yeah, well, that's pool. Well, I guess we all deal with that, right? Obviously.
I dealt with it in Steven's match yesterday. Engaged strong.
You did.
They kind of folded a little bit. Control got a little off. Missed a couple safeties.
Yeah, missing a couple safeties, and that's
A couple shots.
yeah. Yeah, it was my deal. I punched a couple shots in the rail. Just like, oh, look, Mr. Kelso Woodwick sitting over there. Yeah, last night after the tournament, we were around, or it was running down and dragging over here going, and Kelso pops off with a big laugh, and I hadn't heard him laugh all day. And I go, there he is. Oh yeah, I remember I was watching Nationals. Val and I are sitting on the couch, pulled up YouTube, and we're watching Nationals. And in the background, Mr. Kelso Woodwick laughs across the room in Vegas, and we're sitting on the couch. Oh, Kelso's there! Oh, Kelso's one of my favorite people, folks. If you haven't met Kelso Woodwick, he's just a joy of a person. He's everybody's little brother. I remember one time Kelso comes up to the house, or I was at a tournament, and he comes up, and he had cornrowed his hair. And I looked at him and says, dude, that is not your look. You own your red curly hair, man, because it's you. And it does. It is. I mean, it looked cool, but it was so out of place, I guess. Yeah, it was. I mean, it just like, whoa, it just didn't fit his head. Love you, Kelso. And I'm not talking any smack about Kelso whatsoever, folks. He's a good friend. He's a great character in the pool community. And he's shooting better and better. Well, there's supposed to be chats here, and we are streaming, but no one's made any comments. If anybody's out there watching, let's make some comments, ask some questions, give me shout outs. Looks like Dylan and Evelyn are going to play a little cat and mouse here to try to get some control before someone decides they want to make an attempt at a run out. Is it Evie Solids? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like the combo right now. Might even pop the 3 open. And the 6 is sitting there, yeah. You can throw right into the 14 if you want. You could even follow around it maybe. I don't know, if you follow around the 14, you may miss that 10-3 altogether. That is the 10, isn't it? Yeah. Well, all right. Well, she had a little safety look with the 6 sitting there, so that was the right opportunity for a breakout. I always like to do my breakouts when I'm playing 8-ball earlier on and have a duck ball waiting. And a lot of times you get stuck. You get stuck. You'll miss that breakdown a couple times, but you still want to try. I mean, I've missed it 3-4 times in a row with my break, trying to get that breakout, and then you're down to the ball that needs to be broken out. You're just like, man. And you made some good looking shots on the way to get there. It is. You know, and also on the other, well, she had the opportunity right off the bat to try to hit that. Oh, Mr. Jensen is back. How'd you do over there, Greg? Okay. All right. He's not on the mic. No. It's just me all alone. John doesn't want to talk to anybody. But I am feeling the urge to go to the restroom. Yeah, there's 3 different side pots going on in this tournament. One is for winner take all, and one is for 1, 2, and 3, and one is for the highest placers of under 470 Fargos. Because this is a 525 and under. We are also going to be streaming the final 6, 7 matches of yesterday's open tournament right here on the streaming table. Hopefully we get them all. I think it's set up that way. That'll be a treat. They will be playing 10 ball. Joyce Robinson's in the house. She's just been called up to play. What? I'm not talking that loud. Well, apparently I've now been told that I'm talking too loud, so I will try to keep it down a little bit. I didn't think my volume was up that high. It is hard to commentate if everyone can hear you. But in the last few minutes, I was talking with these guys and not about the match. So when you're playing pool, you have to deal with all sorts of conversations and other people playing pool around you. So You're in a tournament situation. It's the art of being able to focus with all the other distractions around you while you're playing a match. And unfortunately, every single one of us has to deal with that. And commentating, I try not to give away any hints to the players that are playing, but it's hard to talk about certain outs and breakouts and stuff as a good commentator, or trying to be a good commentator. I suppose we could just sit here and be quiet and just let it go and watch for yourself. Oh, Dylan taking the 9. Rolled up, bumps the 15 out. That was a really good shot. Yep, he's looking. Looks like he's looking at the 15 now. I think that's the right shot. Yep, just jacked up. Oh, rattled it. But he left Evie a tough shot no matter what here. That was still the right shot, I think. No, the camera did move. It slid down.
No, I think it's because it was pre-focused somewhere else. And now it's
All right, Evie rolls up on the 1, rolls to the rail, tries to leave a difficult shot for Dylan. I think Dylan's going to take on the ball that's right next to him, which I think is the right shot myself. And everything I've done is just removing the mouse around. I'm not trying to click nothing, but earlier this screen jumped over to here. John put it back for me. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then I was rolling around in this deal, and all of a sudden you get the red and blue line around this. And I was going, okay, I don't know what I did here. I don't know how to fix what I did. All right, Dylan makes that ball. Okay.
We will probably have to stop and restart the stream after this match
Okay.
to
To get everything realigned again. Okay. We will take a break after this match and get all of our screens and cameras and everything realigned. Technical difficulties, folks. Technical difficulties. That camera did slide down.
It's still doing fine now,
Well, yeah, if it can stay in place right there, I'm good with it, because it actually has the angle now that the front's down below. I mean, it's going to maintain that angle. I might check it. I mean, I don't think it can fall and pop out of the back of it. We can check it in a minute if you want.
We'll just to see if it's settled in there or not. Just don't want to touch it. Just let it stay there. And hopefully it's settled down.
I'm with you on that. And I haven't been able to pull up this camera.
It's there. I just switched to it.
Okay.
It's not highlighted.
Well,
You gotta highlight it.
okay. Unhide it.
And then unhighlight this.
Okay. That's what I. Okay.
Usually we have the switching tool, but that's
Yeah.
gone. Right?
Yep. Yeah, I'll get you. You said yes, please, right? Evie trying to look at a way around the 10 ball here. She's just trying to create
Okay.
trouble here. Not bad, unless she lined up the 111. If the 111's lined up, I know what I'm shooting here.
All right. So what balls is Dylan using?
Dylan has stripes.
Dylan has stripes. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, if Evie lined up that 11 down, because she fouled on purpose.
Okay.
No, Dylan actually has two options. You can take the 11 and punch the one up to the 10 and put it by the side, leaving Evie closer to the side. Or you could take the 10, play it down into the 1, and play the 11. That's not bad. Ooh. That's not bad at all. That's actually a really good leave. The only path here to get to that 1 is 2 rails.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Between the 8 and 15. Well, unless you're like Venom Kohler, he's going to go out
Mass sail into the ball. Yeah.
and then contact the 1 and chase it down the rail. Have you seen some of those crazy trick shots he does?
Yeah, but we see the ones he makes. If you watch the bloopers, he's hit that sometimes 50 times to
Oh,
get
yeah.
the one,
Oh,
one
absolutely.
move. So not always a viable option during play.
Especially that one dude, the beat up table. We've talked about him, where he does the masse around,
Uh-huh.
and he'll even do them off of a jump bank with the masse, and do some squirrelies, jump over the rail, jump the 8 ball over another ball, make the 8 ball jump off the rail.
Yeah,
And just some squirrely stuff.
it is.
But he had to. What?
I said, oh yeah, it is squirrely stuff.
I mean, but he has to shoot shot after shot after shot to ever get those two. Because nobody's walking up and hitting that the first time.
All right.
Uh-oh. But that's not terrible right here for Dylan.
No, it's not.
The one ball
She's
has no
kind of
hole.
just going up there to try to get another legal hit and hold that
Yep.
shape to keep position so that Dylan can't get it out at this moment yet.
You gotta wonder what she's gonna try to do with it. I mean, you don't want to leave him a wide end shot here, but
Well, you maybe just graze the ball a little bit and just bump into the rail if you can. If there's that much room to separate the balls too much, and I think that's what she's going to look at here. Doing is going through this little angle with it.
just tickle it and maybe come down around here in line with the 8. Might push the 11 out.
That's not a bad safety at all right there.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So is Dylan going to try to re-safety here, or come in and try to go in for the kick? I don't think he's going to go for the kick to the cut shot.
I don't see the kick to the 11 here being effective.
No, the kick, because you really would have to spin the ball to get contact. So.
Yeah, I don't think that's viable. No, you could skin the 10 and.
I was thinking about putting the 10 up against the backside of the one with a short little bank, and then force her to come into to the front of the one with the cue ball after that.
I might play the 10, left face of it, like you're gonna bank it to here, Z bank. No, that's not bad. He saw what you saw, I think.
Well, she does have a corner shot bank here, though.
Well, she does, but she has super tough shape to get there. I mean, to get to the 8.
Well, I think she just banks it strong, with a little bit of running English, and maybe you can come off as a 11
If that
ball.
bank's straight enough, you just stop it. I think you see the 8 full.
Yeah.
Look how much the 1 is down on the 10 here from that line on the bank to the 8 ball. Yeah, let's see what she does. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
So Dylan really just needs to be a little thin on this cut to the side. Not a lot of speed. Maybe just tip a top. Drop it in.
I think I'm playing safe. Now he just has to have enough draw on the ball to lead into the 8 line,
Yeah.
not the 1 line.
I think I'm hitting a little bit of bottom on this. Just come off the rail. Just let it shape.
Oh no, I'm putting right on it too. Yep. So you feed into the 8 line, not the 1 line.
Yeah. I was okay with taking a little bit more angle with the medicine and not to get it across the table, but he still executed a victory here.
Dylan makes her run out, finishes 3-0.
So congratulations to Dylan there, and we're going to stop this stream here so we can make some adjustments to some equipment, and then we'll be back here in just a bit.
All right. See you in a minute, folks.